I'm Scott Bosco.
And I'm Nicole Koch.
And this is your weekly 49er News.
Tonight, CSULB supports our troops. USU wants to expand its facilities and its budget. Yes means yes is in and no means no is out. We take a ride with Uber and Lyft. CSULB goes pink and ASI takes a position against SeaWorld. Attend HUT. GI Jobs designated Cal State Long Beach a 2015 military-friendly school for the 6th year straight. Here's Sabrina with the brief.
CSULB is doing its part by embracing American military service members, veterans, and their families to ensure their success here on our campus. According to GI Jobs, a publication of Victory Media, CSULB has been honored for 6 consecutive years as one of the top 15% of colleges, universities, and trade schools offering great opportunities for military service members and their families.
We really do 4 different things here. We certify them for benefits to make sure that they're receiving the benefits through the GI Bill. We do outreach to make sure we know incoming students know how to get here and what it takes to get into the school. We do advising. We have an advisor that makes sure that people are taking the right classes to ensure that they get their benefits. And then we do advocacy. So we really support our veterans both on the campus and more broadly, working on legislation, working on policies, things like that that are really going to help people get their education while they're here.
The Military Friendly Schools website features the list of schools and showcases their leading practices in the recruitment and the retention of students with military experience.
Well, you know, we have over 400, almost 450 veterans. So they come from all kinds of different backgrounds, and they come to us with a lot of different experiences. Some of them are still serving in the reserves of the National Guard. So, you know, they're doing a military drill once a month. But then sometimes they wind up going to Afghanistan or have gone to Iraq, and then they come directly back to school. So we certainly have people in those situations.
I'm Sabrina Johns reporting with Weekly 49er.
When it comes to sex, yes means yes. Governor Jerry Brown signed Senate Bill 967, also known as the Affirmative Consent, into law on September 28th. According to the bill, California colleges must be equipped with confidential sexual assault advocates to provide on- and off-campus services and counseling to students, faculty, or staff. The bill also establishes an affirmative consent standard. Both parties must consent through an active yes before and during sexual activity.
Cal State Long Beach kicked off Rideshare Week with a launch event on Monday. Commuting to campus can be hard. There is the stress of traffic, the stress of finding parking, and the stress of paying for gas. Rideshare Week promoted transportation alternatives in order to alleviate the impact of driving. Weekly 49er took a ride with Uber to investigate the ins and outs of the rideshare business.
In recognition of Rideshare Week last week, we looked into the safety standards of the popular rideshare company Uber by jumping into one ourselves. The app has become a cheap and easy tool to access alternative modes of transportation for college students. Although public transit is free for students, buses aren't the most convenient mode of transportation. Shane Walters, a driver for Uber, after applying online, was required to submit documentation, agree to a criminal and sex offender background check, and have his car approved by an Uber inspection station.
And prior to starting your first drive, you then have to go online to the Uber website and watch what is approximately a 20-minute video that talks about customer service 101 on how to treat clients, what to expect, what Uber expects from you, and so forth and so on.
Walters explains the rate for rate feature and Uber's limits when it comes to communicating between passengers.
And that's another safety factor that most people don't know. When you access the driver app and you connect, you are able to communicate via phone or text. But once the ride is ended, that communication ends. And just like that, I'm already requested to go pick up another rider.
Uber claims on its website that background checks for drivers are more rigorous than what is required to become a taxicab driver. But Yelp has mixed reviews. Are the safety checks up to par? Some students here at Long Beach State brought in mixed reviews.
He rolled over the curb, making the car tilt and everything. We're over here spazzing out in the back, out of our mindsets. And
after one bad experience, Cal State Long Beach student Zach Taylor said he'd never ride Uber again.
No, I didn't feel safe at all. No, he kept looking back at us talking. Like while driving, he kept looking back talking.
James Lynn, on the other hand, has taken Uber twice and enjoyed the ride.
Both times I've taken Uber, they've been talkative. They've been they make good conversation pretty much. They make me feel safe.
Regardless of the precautionary measures taken by the company, Uber's terms and service maintains that it's not a transportation service. They are an information providing tech company that supplies a network database. At Cal State Long Beach, Zach Weber with the Weekly 49er.
CSULB went pink last Sunday. The We Love You Mommy Long Beach Breast Cancer Foundation held a 5K walk on campus. Over 100 walkers showed up, which was more than double the turnout from last year. The goal of the foundation is to pursue and live in a cancer-free society. If you would like to find out more information about how to get involved with this organization, visit their website at weloveyoumommy.org.
Well, it looks like orcas have a friend at CSULB. ASI signed a resolution on Wednesday that aims to cease the sale of SeaWorld tickets in the University Student Union. Here is Mary Gomez with the full story.
All those in favor of approving Senate Resolution 2015-03, resolution against selling SeaWorld tickets at the USU Information Center and Ticket Center as a third reading, please say aye. Aye. All those opposed? Abstentions? Resolution passes.
That was the ASI Senate passing a resolution to stop SeaWorld purchases through the USU at their third and final meeting Wednesday afternoon. The resolution proposes to stop the sale of SeaWorld theme park tickets through the Information Center as a step against animal cruelty by CSULB. Tickets are currently sold on campus for $66 compared to $64 through SeaWorld's website. Rick Payan, the ASI senator behind the resolution, is thrilled with the final decision and explains that this is only the first step against animal cruelty.
The idea here is that the resolution is a suggestion, that and letting the USU subcommittee and the USU Board of Trustees as a whole know that the Board of Directors here, so the entire Senate, who represents the 36,000 students here on campus, know that we are against selling SeaWorld tickets. Hopefully they write up a proposal to go back and have that proposal say remove the tickets from the info center, and then they will vote on that. Hopefully that passes, and then it gets to the USU Board of Trustees as a whole.
It's safe to say that CSULB students support ASI's resolution as well.
I think that's a great idea, just because I know a lot of people do come here to get discounted tickets for all the different theme parks.
I don't believe it'll affect me because I don't really visit it that often, and I don't agree with what they're doing with the animals.
On campus, reporting for the Weekly 49er TV, I'm Mary Gomez.
Well, that about wraps it up for this week, Long Beach. Thank you for watching. Once again, I'm Scott Bosco.
And I'm Nicole Koch, and this is your Weekly 49er News.